Good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, good people. Good morning. Live from Thailand. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Well, I know it's nighttime in some parts, but good morning from Thailand. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I just want to come on and yap a bit. Yappa do with you all. Good morning from Thailand. Look at this river, y'all. Yes, honey. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, everyone. I know it takes a minute for TikTok to let folks know you on live, so I'm doing my thing, just waiting it out. But good morning. The city is up and they're adding. Good morning. Good morning from Thailand. Good morning. The MRT. The train. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. I wonder what y'all want to yap about this morning. What do y'all want to yap about this morning? Good morning from Thailand. Good morning. Me and Nova gonna take a trip on this MRT train and see if it can get us to where we want to go around the city, which I'm pretty sure it can. But yes, good morning from Bangkok. I just wanted to come on live, you guys, and just yap a bit. Just do a little yapping. It's morning. It's early, actually, like 6:35 a.m. in the morning. And I'm just enjoying it. I'm just enjoying it, adjusting to the newness of it all. Not having like the weight of the world on your shoulder, having to worry about every single thing all of the time. Good morning. I don't know, TikTok may be having, they have like different campaigns and all that stuff, so I don't know which one going on right now. But I need to figure it out. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing today, or this morning, or this evening, wherever you are in the world? I'm just, enjoying the views. Enjoying the views, guys. And my little girl on the balcony with me. There's the river. I hope these mosquitoes not trying to bite us. We're going to have to go in the house. Come on, let's go in. I feel like they trying to tear us up, girl. Yeah, I felt like some mosquito was trying to come get us. I don't know. Good morning, everybody. I'm just broadcasting from Thailand. It's in the morning here. We're just getting up, just getting started with our day. And I just wanted to come on real quick and just wish everybody a good morning. Yeah, I think those mosquitoes was getting us. How's everything going with everybody? We had to come in the house because, honey, I think the mosquitoes was trying to get us. My baby laughing. I think the mosquitoes was trying to do us some damage, honey. We had to come on in. Cause we not ready for that. We not ready for that. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Or good afternoon, good evening. How's everybody doing? Broadcasting to live from Thailand. I just wanted to come on this morning because I didn't get a chance. I don't think I came on yesterday. And I said I was going to start coming on more. How's everybody doing on this magnificent morning? Well, morning for me and probably evening for y'all. Wherever, depending on where you are in the world. But it's morning. Once you guys come in, you tap the screen, share the live. I just want to come on and yap a little bit. Just do a little bit of yapping, not much. I said that I was going to start going live more and start, being more candid and showing myself here on in these TikTok streets. I'm grateful. I'm right now in my life. I have a lot of gratitude going on in my life right now, and I'm just grateful about it. But yeah, I'm grateful about just everything that I've been experiencing here, and it's only been like a week and a half. Really, to be honest, you'll be surprised how much your life can change when you just make a conscious decision to do so. I'm not here off of a fad and, because it's trending and all that stuff. I really was determining this move last year, and I just made it like this month. So it took a minute for me to actually do it, because I was researching and trying to figure out, number one, where I was gonna go, because I knew I wasn't gonna stay in America. I knew it was time for me, wherever I was gonna land. I knew it was time for me to leave that place. Even if it's just for a few years, I knew it was time for me to leave there. So I was just doing some research. I got involved in some expat groups. If you ever want to, think about doing some research, I believe Facebook, that's about the only thing I say Facebook was good for, is the groups that you can actually, join and get, a lot of great information from. It's a lot of people in there that's willing to give you information and help you along your journey as much as they can. Nobody's going to do the research for you. You have to do it yourself, but the information is great. This is one of my favorite drinks in Thailand. Like, it is so good. I never thought that I like a zero sugar beverage, but it is so delicious. Like, what? So, yeah. I want to just chat. Come on and chat with you all. I know everybody like, the ladies. Did anybody see that Cardi B album release? TikTok, it was so great. Like, I'm so proud of her. And everybody got something to say about her being pregnant, but who cares? Like, nobody's taking care of that lady kids, so it don't really matter. I know she put out some great music, and I'm happy for her. Whatever her life takes her, we as humanity, we feel like people lives is supposed to go the way that we think they should, and that's just not how life works. Once you stop being delusional and really, understand that in reality, people's lives gonna go the way that they're gonna go. Nobody can factor in the variables of things that happen in their lives. If we could, nobody would have a hard time. Nobody would struggle. Nobody would go through anything. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's just not how life works, and we just gotta be realistic about things and stop being, pretty much idiots. Stop being hateful idiots. And that's a problem that's happening in the world now. It's full of hateful idiots, and it's a shame. Truly, indeed, it's a shame. Because this world could be a better place if people would just get past their own biased opinion and stop being crazy. Because that's the problem. But I'm proud of Cardi B. That's my girl. Ever since she first came out, I really liked her because she was just so always authentic and genuine, even with her, the good, the bad, the ugly. And a lot of y'all need to start realizing that you have to embrace all the parts of you. All the parts of you are you. When you get upset, when you're happy, when you're angry, when you're sad, all that stuff is you. It's a part of you. It's what makes up who you are. So let people live, cause you will want somebody to let you live. Like, let's be real here. I want you to find one perfect person walking on the face of this planet. You're not gonna find one. And if you find one, you're a liar, and that person is too. So that's your flaw right there. People don't think lying is a big deal, but lying is a big deal. So it is. It's like once you've been found to be a liar, then you really ain't got too much left or too much going on for yourself. But I'm excited for Cardi. I like her, and I can't wait to hear her album. I heard a couple of songs on there on my Apple Music, but I'm gonna go and play the whole thing today. And just sit back and process and listen to the music, pick out the ones I like, and hopefully I like them all. But broadcasting to you live from Thailand. It's the morning here, and it's just I guess I need to keep up with the days, huh? Cause I got here like 9/11. Ain't that something? I left 9/9 and I arrived 9/11. I just feel like everything has been in alignment for me. Just making this decision to leave and doing the research to get here and going through all the hell that I experienced to even get here. And then to the point where I left 9/9 and I landed here 9/11. So I believe it's significant. And I actually have a ministry. I have a ministry that was given to me by Source, by the Creator, and he told me to name it Retain Yourself Global Ministry. And I didn't understand why it had to be global, but I named the ministry that because out of sheer obedience, just because of what I heard Spirit say to me. Not knowing that I was literally going to be global, okay? Like, in order for you to embody what you named your ministry, you're going to have to actually experience it. So, all the things that I've been through, I've lived many lives, okay? I'm only 42 years here in the earth, but I've lived many lives, you guys. Like, it's been some lives I've lived. Just in this 42 years, like, it's crazy how I've transitioned from one phase to another. You would think I was a time jumper or something. I think I am, though. I really am. Ain't no think I know I am. Because look where I am now. I'm in Thailand. And this is coming from somebody that comes from a family that a lot of my, elders and, those that come, along with me in the same age bracket, they probably not thinking about none of this. But when you are chosen, right? When you are set apart, it's just some ways that your life is gonna go that many won't understand. And that's okay. That's okay if people don't understand, certain aspects of your life. It's not for people to understand because it's your life and nobody can live your life for you. So I made the conscious decision to move to Thailand because I felt my spirit calling me to this place. Like everything that I could have thought of about doing and lined up with this. And so I'm still getting over a little bit of jet lag. It's like almost gone, but it's still kind of there. It's still kind of there a little bit. But yeah, I'm excited to be here, and I'm excited to explore all the things that Thailand has. I want my daughter to be able to experience all the things that Thailand has to offer. This thing is okay. So y'all, I don't know. Let me see. TikTok be having you do all these different things on here. I don't know. But I'm just trying to make sure I stay consistent and go live. Like I said I was gonna do. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to make sure I stay consistent. Even if I miss a day, I'm gonna come back the next day, which is what I'm doing now because I was supposed to go live yesterday. But to experience real peace when you've known nothing but chaos and trauma, it is different, y'all. It is so different. To experience peace when you've known nothing but chaos and drama, heartache and pain. Man, I got some stories to tell for real. And y'all gotta let me know if y'all want me to do a story time. Cause I got plenty, okay? I got plenty. But it's early in the morning here. And I'm just thankful to see another day. So much gratitude. And you guys got to start doing that. You got to start having gratitude. Start journaling. I know that's like a big thing. But I'm a writer, right? Among other things. I'm a writer. So and back in my teenage years, in my 20s, I used to hate writing. But I didn't, but I did. Because every time I wrote something, it would seem like it was always like sad. It always seemed like every time I wrote, I was going through something, right? But that's when that was the only way I was able to express myself growing up in a household where you couldn't really, express yourself. You growing up in a household where, people would deem you as being disrespectful if you even think about having an opinion about the way that you're being treated or the way that things are going. So I had to write. And most of the times when I wrote, it was always when something bad was happening. So I actually despised writing. But as I got older in my 20s and 30s and now 40s, I look at writing so different now. It's my way of expressing myself. It's my way of escape. It's my way of receiving downloads from on high. It's my way of releasing. And so I advise anybody to start journaling, even if you feel like you don't have but like one or two sentences to write. It starts somewhere, When I first started writing, it was only like a paragraph, and then it became a page, and that page became 2 pages, and so forth and so on. Now I can sit up and I can sit for 2 or 3 hours writing, 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 hours writing, and come out with. I know about 6-7 pages of things that just come to my heart, through my heart. So I know here, now that I'm in Bangkok, I'll be able to really write and get my book out that I really need to get out, my life story. Yeah, I need to get to writing that, get that going. I have some of it typed up on my computer, but I really need to get to writing that. But yeah, I wanted to come on live today and yap it up real quick with y'all. and so many things that this journey has to offer. I want to be open, right? I want to be open. I want to be able to make sure that I'm in a position to receive. I want to make sure that I'm actually in a position to go higher, go higher than where I am now. I just want to experience growth and expansion. I want to be able to expand my mind, expand my heart. I want to be able to do a lot of things, a lot of different things. So I believe this is a time. Although the world is in in utter sheer chaos, I believe that that's the time for you to really start to live. What I don't know who was that poet or writer that said it was the best of times, it was the worst of times, all at the same time. And it is like that now, but it's the way that you look at it that determines the best of times and the worst of times. Are you going to allow the worst of times to interfere with your best of times, right? And I'm not going to do that. Like, although, all hell is breaking loose on all sides of the world, this is why you can create a life that you want to live in spite of all the things that are transpiring on the outside of you. I had made a video or post once before and was like, the variables on the outside of you play no factor to what's going on the inside of you, because all hell can be breaking loose around you and you still can be in peace, right? You still can have a positive outlook on things. You can have a positive attitude. You can, and that's one of the things I want to talk about too. Because right before it was time for me to leave for Thailand, it was like a couple months before I left, like during the summertime. Like June, July, it was like some of the craziest things that was happening to me. Like a lot of relationships with other people ended during that time. And I was just like, because it's not my first rodeo, so I was like, okay, this is a cleansing. This is out with the old, in with the new. I know what time it is. We in the year of the nines, right? And I was just looking at how, some people walked in the spirit of, trying to provoke. And I understood then that it was a test for me to see, had I really changed, right? Had I really evolved from the person that I used to be to the person that I say I am, right? I was being challenged, and it was coming from people that I considered to be close to me. It was coming from people that I felt like they were supposed to, love me and that had my back and things of that nature, right? And so I was like, I was almost having like an outer body experience when I was going through that. It was like just a smidget part of me was like, I'm about to go off on all these bitches. Like, I'm about to go in on these hoes. Like, but God, but the Spirit of the Lord was just like in my heart, in my soul. Is like it just kept saying to me in my heart and in my mind, like, understand, this is really a test. This is a test. How they acting does not have any reflection on who you are. How they acting is really trying to stop and put barriers in between where your next is. I just want somebody to get what I'm saying. How someone else acts does not have any bearings on who you are and where you are about to go. Okay? And so I was being tested in those areas. Like, it was like major tests. Like, I put everything in storage. And so I was staying at a friend's house, or what I consider was a friend, a long time friend. Had been knowing that lady since in my 20s. And for me, I know that when I go into someone's home, it's not just for me. It's not just for them providing me a place for me to lay my head. I know that I'm there, right? As a reflection for them, as a mirror for them, to show them what it is that they need to get out of them, right? And so it was just so much. It was all, of course, it was all good at first. Everything was all good. But right at the end, when it was time for me to go to the next level and go to my next destination, it was like a switch. The switch just flicked or whatever. Like that person started acting weird. And I was like, okay, well, just because she acting weird don't mean I gotta act weird. Like, I'm still gonna be who I am no matter how this person is acting, right? And and from there it was like, okay, now you know that this person no longer has the capacity to carry you, or this person no longer has the capacity to be with you for the rest of your journey. This is where it ends. And it even came out of her own mouth. She was like, this is this coming to an end for us. And I was like, yeah, it is. She was looking at it like, oh, I'm coming to an end, I'm finna leave her house. But no, it was coming to an end for us, because you no longer have the capacity to go where I am going. And some people don't want to change. Some people want to be stuck in their ways, and some people are afraid of change. And that was what I was seeing in her. She was afraid to change. And also pride as well. Pride is the number one killer of a lot of people. Pride comes before the fall. And so I don't have any room to be prideful, because I understand that I have a long line, a journey to go. I have a journey to experience in this life, because I want to make sure that I live this life fully and completely. I don't want to reincarnate and come back to this earth realm, because it's ghetto out here. It's ghetto on here, okay? So I want to be able to I decided long ago in my early 20s that I was going to go through whatever I needed to go through, so that I could become the highest version of myself. And a lot of people are not willing to go through anything to experience the highest of themselves. People like comfortability, and that's not how life works. If you want to go higher, things are going to get uncomfortable for you. And that's the first step to get into the next level. And a lot of people fail and fall on their first step, because they like, no, this thing got too uncomfortable. I don't like how uncomfortable this is. I don't like having to not know what's gonna happen. I don't like not knowing how a bill gonna get paid. I don't like not knowing how this is gonna work. How this, that's the first sign of releasing control. And once you release control, faith has the ability to flow freely through your life and do what it is that it needs to do for you, right? You have to allow faith to do what it's going to do for you. And so a lot of people, and this lady was an older lady, she was older than me. And that let me know then that it doesn't matter the age of a person. It doesn't matter the age of a person, because you can be older, that don't mean you're wiser. And you can be younger, that don't mean that you immature, right? So, just being on this journey, being a star seed, being an earth angel, and having the ability to look from the outside, looking in introspectively, and looking out, outwardly, all at the same time, it gives you a different perspective, right? And then you're able to move accordingly. So that was one incident that happened like the summertime. And then so I went to my next destination, and that was crazy in itself too. And mind you, the people that I was dealing with during this time I would say had the American dream, right? And when we all know, if you're from America, we know what the American dream is. Husband, wife situation, the kids, the house, the car, all of that. They had the American dream, right? Now, mind you, I don't want the American dream, because that's why I'm in Thailand right now, because to hell with the American dream. And the next destination I went to, she had the American dream as well. You know, the husband, the child, the house, beautiful home. I ain't no hater. You know what I'm saying? But these people, I had to realize, were miserable. They hated their lives. They didn't like their husbands. Their kids was getting on their nerves. They didn't want to even deal with that, you know, what was going on with their household and stuff like that. So it was like, I think I made the right decision. Like, I'm glad I didn't have the American dream, because it seemed like the American dream made people miserable. And that was my conclusion. Because those, you know, unfortunately, I'm no longer associated with those people, but I can see that they were miserable. It didn't matter that they had this, what society would deem as a successful life, as a beautiful life. They were miserable, and were looking, at the time when I was with them, they were looking for ways to get out of that. To get out of that. That wasn't nothing that they wanted. And so I was just like, you know, it's not the first time that I met somebody that had the husband and the kids and all, you know, the wife and the kids, the husband and the kids and the house and all that. It was, you know, those people are not happy. I'm going to just leave it like, a lot of people that have that are not happy. And I had to realize that, okay, people, you know, people will project onto you. They will project onto you. And I had to get rid of a lot of people before I made it to Thailand. And God told me, before you, I'm going to keep delaying it. I'm going to keep delaying you until you go ahead and get rid of these people. And so when I first started thinking about Thailand, which was last year, all the way up until September when I finally arrived, 9/11 was the day that I landed. I had to go make some hard decisions. And it was okay with me, because it wasn't my first rodeo. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you would have caught me in 2016, 2017, 2018, I'm talking about heartbroken when I had to let the first wave of people go. But the second wave of people, I was just like, okay. Because my mind was already here in this new country. My body was just in America. My body was just in the States. But my mind was already here in my new. Come on, somebody. Y'all got to have, your mind got to take you where your body is going to eventually catch up to. Come on. That's a word right there. Yeah. So my mind was already here. So no matter what people were saying about me and, oh, this why you going through this, is why you going through that. I'm like, I'm not going through anything. I have a beautiful life. I'm living a beautiful life, because guess what? I'm finna live my life, me and my daughter, overseas, and we're gonna do the damn thing. Like, I'm not stuck. I'm not stuck. I'm not attached to anything. Like, I don't have a mortgage or a deed and all that other stuff. So, you know, the other problems that people have to resolve before, you know, making huge decisions like leaving the country, I don't have any of that. So it made the roads open quicker for me, because I'm not attached to any of that stuff. And I be thanking God every day, because, shoot, back in my 20s, I was like, why I don't have a husband? Why I don't have a house? Why I don't have your children yet? And all that, just being silly because of the programming. Oh, but once I broke out of the matrix, honey, and got rid of that old programming and downloaded those that new life, oh, baby, nobody couldn't tell me nothing. I was on a mission from here on out. And I was so glad that I didn't have to dissolve no major things before I left, because it was swiftly. That made me accelerate to my newness even faster. And some people, you know, they'll probably never be able to leave. And hey, that's their life. I ain't worried about it. I can't worry about it, because it's not for me to worry about. It's not my concern. But all I do know is that prior to me leaving, it was a battle. And everything that the enemy could have thrown at me, he did. And it's always through relationships. It's never through material things, because I'm not a materialistic girly, right? Because Cause I know how to take a $5 dress and kill a bitch. I know how to make, I know how to do my own hair, do my own makeup. So that's nothing, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not attached to material things. So it's nothing for me to move around. You know what I'm saying? Take me a little bit and go on about my business, right? And that's not to say, that having material things is a bad thing, because that's not what I'm saying. But I'm not attached to it, because I can have nice things, and then when it's time to get rid of it, I do. Because what that stuff gonna do for me? It's not gonna do anything for me. It's just really an aesthetic. Having the cars, having the bags, having the jewelry, all that stuff. That stuff is just aesthetically pleasing. It has no bearings on my soul and my spirit and my heart and my mind. I don't, deem having those things as having made it, right? Right here and right now where I am in my condo with my daughter, looking over Thailand by the river, that lets me know that I made it. That's a clear indicator for me that I have made it, okay? So I'm not concerned about those other things, and I had to let those people go. Even with a friendship, it was already going down the drain, because I feel like if I have to tell you to be a friend, how to be a friend to me, then it's kind of pointless, because nobody didn't have to tell me to check on my friends. Nobody didn't have to tell me to be there for my friends and go by my friends' house and see about them and sit with them. Nobody ever had to tell me to do that. That's something that came naturally, because there's just who I am. I know what I want out of a friend, so I give that. But when it's not being reciprocated, then I have to let it go. It's no point in me holding on to something that's one-sided. It has to be reciprocated. And so anybody that didn't make it to with me to this new life that I'm in, it was on them and definitely not on me. Okay. People will try to gaslight you and make it seem like that you did something, and I'm so secure in myself. I stand on business. Like you can't name a thing that I did to you. You can't name anything that I did to you outside of make sure that you was straight and pray for you and make sure that give you a word. You know what I'm saying? Gave you, poured into you. Those are tangible. Those are intangible things that money can't buy, baby. And just like the Bible says, silver and gold I have none, but what I have I give to you. I give to you what come the things that flowed out of my heart. That's the type of friend that I am. So yeah, I'm just happy to be here. Okay, not just happy to be in Thailand, but happy to be here. Alive and well. It's gratitude that flows out of me, because I am happy to be here. Millions didn't make it. It was a lot of people that didn't make it, but I'm glad I was one of them, right? You should be glad too. Don't let nothing in this life make you feel like that you shouldn't be here anymore. I faced depression face to face. I've looked at it in its face. It's an entity. It's a thing. And when I seen it, it looked so weird to me. I think this was like in 2021 when I seen it. And when I looked at the face of depression, I was like, what the hell is this? I didn't recognize it, but then once I seen like how it was looking at me, I said, oh yeah, this is what this is. So I seen it. It was like a blanket that was trying to cover me. It was like gray, like you could see like a cloudy sky, a gray cloudy sky. That's what it looked like. And it was just the blanket of depression was trying to lay over me, y'all. I kid you not. And I seen it with my own eyes, and it was just nothing but if you want to think about extreme sadness, oh man, that's what it looked like. I seen the face of depression. I've seen it, and it definitely attempted to lay on me, but I kicked it off of me, and I'm like, no, I don't receive that. I don't receive this depression that you're trying to lay yourself on me, right? Because depression is not in you; it's something that comes upon you. And I just rejected it. I was like, no, this ain't gonna work. I don't even like the way that it's looking, but I'm just here just yap it up with everybody. I wanted to come on live and just chit chat and talk a little bit. Broadcasting live from Thailand this morning. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful. Full of gratitude. Happy to be here. And yeah. Just to show y'all a little bit of my little view here. I showed it when I first got on. And I'm literally by a river. But yeah, I don't know one river that's not dirty, y'all. Like, I grew up in Louisiana, so this reminds me of the Mississippi River. Oh, God. And then there's like a little village down here. These people created their own community, and they're living life. And I'm pretty sure everybody down there help each other. They make sure that the other morning I seen the little kids marching, and they were marching towards the front so they can go to school. And, America, used to be like that, but they got away from it so bad. But I wanted to come on here and just chat it up with you guys, chop it up with you for a little bit, and just share just little bits and pieces of me. Little bits and pieces of me. And until next time, I definitely come on again. I don't know, maybe it'll be later on today, but it'll be early in the morning for y'all. When the sun really come up out here. And I'll come back again. Maybe I'll take a walk through the condo amenities and show y'all what it's been. I want to thank you all, for everybody that came into the live, that tapped the screen. I appreciate you all. And this is me broadcasting live from TikTok. From Thailand. Don't forget, you guys, hit the link in my bio if you are looking for remote positions. We're hiring right now for remote customer service positions. One of the assignments is due to start next week on the 23rd. So if you want to get in, might want to go ahead and click the link in my bio. So you can go ahead and get the application filled out and do your background. I think the background is going to take like 3 to 5 days. Minimum 3, maximum 5, depending on what you have on your background. But yeah, if you want to get in, they have one assignment that's starting on the 23rd. And then another one that's going to be starting right after that, like on the 25th, going all the way into October. That this is a remote position, and you can create your own schedule. I think you have to schedule at least a minimum of 15 hours a week, and you can go up to like 30 or 40. But it is a customer service phone position. Yeah, so go ahead and click that link in the bio, fill out the form, and we can go ahead and get everything started for you. All right, guys, I'll be talking to you later. See you next time. Bye.